sakes. Lots of drones. He's still mining. He's got a lot of income going on here. Malice also with a lot of well, not a ton of income, I guess. Oh, they're about even. Okay, so that's fine. It didn't look like he had too many probes at some of these bases. Yeah. Oh, and he's just finished mining out that base. So he's actually only mining on one base, basically, at the moment. Here comes those Ultralisks. And does he have anything more? I think he should have gone with a few more Immortals to deal with these Ultralisks. You know, he kind of had a... That's funny. A couple Broodlings. The single Broodlord killing off the Zealot at the Zelnog Watchtower. He's got a bunch of Ultras here, and they're just so powerful. Oh my gosh. 500 hit points. They're going to do 47 damage versus armored units. So they are going to be able to do extra damage against those Stalkers. I mean, we saw earlier how those 4 Ultralisks were able to just own the crap out of all those Stalkers. And here he comes in. He's going to try and kill off this base now. He needs to start worrying about other bases, though. Oh, and where's the Overseer? Wall of DTs stopping the Ultras from getting close. This is horrible. Now, the Corruptors are going to be able to eat those air units alive pretty quickly, though. He needs to get those Corruptors out now. Now that he's lost them. Oh, man. And blinking over to pick off a few more Corruptors on their way out. And just for the lack of an Overseer, Walt is losing this game. He just needs a couple Overseers with that army, and the DTs now Malice trying to chase those Corruptors gets eaten. Gets attacked by these spine crawler, little massive spine crawlers in the middle here. Anyway, but he needs to get some damn Overseers with his army. Where's the Overseer? Overseer, please. Nope, still no. Is there an Overseer anywhere on the map? There is no Overseers on the map. He would have won the game right there, I think, if he'd had Overseers, because those Ultralisks would have been able to just skewer the crap out of those DTs. Here come the DTs running in. There is a Spore Crawler here. This could be his one opportunity to win the game with the Spore Crawler in play. But no, the Spore Crawler goes down, and there's still no detection there, and that's pretty much the story of this game right now, is these DTs just owning the crap out of everything because of the lack of detection. He's still managing to do a lot of damage, though, against those units, but no, the DT's just too much. Just too much. More... Whoa, hiccup. Man, random hiccup. More Ultralisks out now, and Malice is just persisting with these DTs because there's... doesn't matter. That's all he needs to do. But, oh, man. There's finally an Overseer. Good lord. Good lord, man. Now, Walt is getting low on gas. Some of his gas mines are running out, so he's getting very low on gas. He's not going to be able to keep producing all these Ultralisks at this rate. He's got only 6 gas mines. Okay, so he's got 6 gas mines going. But you see he's starting to put a lot more Zerglings. And unfortunately, those Zerglings are not going to be able to do very much good at all against this kind of an army composition, especially in close quarters like these little sort of hallways, corridors, I guess, streets, if you want to call them that. Anyway, this game, sometimes if there's nothing going on, you can hear like street sounds. Okay, there's creep and stuff going on, so you can't hear it, but sometimes you can hear street sounds. I was playing a game and this guy paused the game and said, I have a phone call, I'll be right back. And he never came back, and when I unpaused the game, he had left. But point being was, when there was nothing going on, I could hear like honks and beeps and like little street sounds. It was kind of interesting. Anyway, more Ultralisks out, a lot of Zerglings running in here. They're going to try and attack the main base. I like this maneuver. You've got some extra minerals. Just stream them in and do what you can. Damage to the main base here. And he's going to target down the Dark Shrine and the robotics facilities, trying to take out the... oh, and more DTs warping in. Oh, they're going to be able to start going to work on these Zerglings, but so slow that the Zerglings are going to be able to take out a lot of tech buildings before that happens. The Zerglings running away now as well. And it looks like more carriers coming out of that one Stargate. He's falling back his main army, but getting it stuck in his own choke point. The Zerglings doing more damage. Where are they going to go? They're going to attack the empty assimilators. I think he stopped paying attention to those units right now. Moving some more spine crawlers around. Just pushing them up forward a little bit. He's sending these creep tumors up forward, and so he can creep forward his creep tumors, spine crawlers, I mean, sorry. And this is a little bit of a precarious base. He's gotten this gold base up. He's going to start mining from that pretty soon, probably. But he needs to be careful of it. Still a few minerals over here. You could have a couple drone. Well, I guess, yeah, it doesn't really that much good. Anyway, sorry, huge battle going on here. He's got some more Hydralisks in play. Where is the Overseer? I don't see the Overseer. Oh my goodness, the Overseer. There it is. Finally, come on, Overseer, catch up, win the game here with your Ultralisks. There's 3 Immortals in play now, and they're going to be able to, like I said, do a lot of damage. 65 damage versus armor. They're +3 weapons right now, so they're doing a lot of damage to these Ultralisks. And just a few Broodlings running and killing this pylon. Anyway, they're going to be able to do a lot of damage to those Ultralisks. The carriers in play just going to be able to just get blanket damage down, just kind of for the heck of it, you know. Might as well have some carriers in play. And, you know, they're going to be able to attack things in the back and attack the air a little bit better, be able to snipe off Corruptors and that kind of thing. But pretty good army composition here. Just a few Corruptors, lots of Ultralisks. Now he's got the Overseers in play, and now the DTs do nothing against these Ultralisks. The Immortals in the back doing a lot more damage, though. Stalker's trying to fall back, but trying to keep those Ultras from getting up close to them. Immortals taking lots of damage from these Ultralisks and dealing it back out again. Wow, tons of Warp Grapes warping in an entire new force of Stalkers in the back, and things could have just turned in Malice's favor. If he turns and counterattacks right now, he can do so much damage. He's producing 7 Ultralisks, a lot of Zerglings, but he doesn't know. Attack! Attack, Malice! Attack! When you've won the big battle, you counterattack. You need to counterattack before all these spine crawlers get in, and there the spine crawlers pop up. So he's missed his opportunity a little bit. I think he can still attack and still win the game, though, especially with these Immortals in there to deal lots of damage against these spine crawlers. They're armored, so they're going to be able to take extra damage as well from these Immortals. Immortals do just tons of damage against buildings in general. Here he wipes out the spine crawler army. Zerglings coming in. He's going to try and do the surround with the Zerglings, coming with the Ultralisks as well. The Stalkers blink back out of the Zerglings. Immortals cannot blink and get stuck, surrounded by Zerglings. And, oh man, but he's just not able to put out quite enough units right now. He just doesn't quite have. Well, let's see. Actually, he does have a lot of money in the bank. He can put out a lot of units, but it's mostly minerals that he has in the bank. He does not have a ton of gas, so he can't produce a lot of Ultralisks right now. I think it might be better for him to switch to like Hydralisks, Hydras and Roaches, actually, because then he's going to be able to be more cost effective with his limited amount of gas and be able to get a lot of units out. And Hydras are going to be able to do very, very well against these Stalkers. In addition, yeah, maybe Zerglings and Hydras. But he's persisting with these Ultras. I mean, Ultras aren't bad, obviously. They're going to be able to do very well against these Stalkers if they can get up close. But as we've seen, he's been blinking away. Oh my goodness, tons of Zerglings! Ultra is getting in close as well. Is he going to blink away? Is he going to blink away? He needs to blink out of the way. He needs to let those Zealots in to take the hits from the Zerglings. Ultra is doing so much damage. He needs to get behind there. There he goes. Getting the Stalkers behind the Zealots. That's exactly what he needed to do. The couple DTs in the mix as well, forming a wall, stopping those Ultras from finishing off his Stalkers. The Stalkers were very close to dying right there, but he warped in some Zealots just at the last moment up here, sent them down, almost got them stuck behind the Stalkers. Anyway, and so he's basically just going Ultra-Ling here. Ultralisks with all of his gas, and Zerglings with all of his extra minerals. And and look at this. He's almost mined out the entire map. His side of the map, rather. Look at this. Look at all these drones right here. What the he's got a ton of drones just chilling over here, and they're not doing any good. He needs to put a few on these last minerals. He's got a few up here, so he needs to just put a few on those last minerals. And here he comes in with Ultras and Zerglings, and this is it. This is his last battle. If he does not win this battle, he is going to lose the game because he has no income right now whatsoever. The Ultralists doing a lot of damage, but not quite enough. And GG coming from Walt. And Jesus, Malice saying, very good game. What am I supposed to do against that? Let's see what Malice says would have defeated him, but it's a very, very strong combination. The Stalkers with the Immortals as well. I really do think that once he had all Stalkers and no like Colossuses and no Storms, you know, I think getting some Hydralisks back in the game would have done it. Also, he never brought out that Infestor, the Infestors. He could have gotten some Infestors, fungal growth. Actually, fungal growth in this patch and 1.16 or whatever does not stop. You can blink away things that have been fungled But in patch 1.2, things that have been fungal growth, things that have been fungal growth cannot blink away. Stalkers that have been fungal cannot blink away. So that's very interesting. I like that. I like that addition. That makes a lot of sense. So that's what he could have done as well. Is gotten some infestors in play. Maybe mind controlled the high-tech units or something like that. Here he comes in with those drones and the Ultralisks. Yeah, the DTs killed him. Ain't that the truth? He should blink up to the ramp. That'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, that's something that he definitely could have done earlier. Is just gotten freaking couple overseers above his army. That would have won in the game so many times if he had some overseers in play. Look at this, just nothing going on. He's just got a few minerals here. He can't get anything, and Malice is just mining, so he knows he's beaten at this point. Actually, I think he's just messing around. Anyway, Walt leaves the game. GG, very exciting game, a lot of back and forth, and that is more Ultralisks than I think I've seen in a... Well, no, I think I've seen about that many Ultralisks in another game or two, actually. But that was absolutely amazing. Lots of back and forth, and Malice just kind of taking his expansions a little bit slower, ended up mining at the end, and that's kind of what won in the game in the end, because they were trading most of their armies. Malice kept having some army left compared to no army for Walt. And it was those DTs that killed him. Oh my gosh, those DTs. So much damage. And preventing the Zerg from doing damage as well, I think, was the main thing there. That they were, getting the DTs in the way and stopping the Ultras from getting in close and killing things. And doing what they're supposed to do. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that game very much. Started a little bit slow, and obviously... no offense to these guys, they played very well. Obviously, they're not top level players. So let me know, if you don't want to see that are fun games that are non-competitive players, that kind of thing. Just let me know. And yeah, and also let me know, like Joe said, if you Joe suggested if you want to see some like more sort of silly games, I guess, like 2v2. Well, not silly, but different, I guess. 2v2s and maybe challenge maps or something like that. Anyway, maybe I'll look into that, although I'm not sure where you would get replays of that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. GG, thanks for watching, and take care.